Oh hey, it's your friend who may have had a little cry at their desk after trying to buy tickets to the Mayhem Ball. Back for some more tech tea. There's a ton that happened this week, especially today, so without further ado, let's get into it. Here are 4 tech updates to get you through the rest of your week. "24 years after its initial release, RuneScape is coming back. Kind of. Here's what you need to know. In what felt like an early April Fool's joke, Jagex, the studio behind RuneScape, launched a teaser, trailer, and ad campaigns for its upcoming spin-off titled Runescape Dragonwilds. The game, like you would expect, seems like it takes a lot of inspiration from its predecessor, but is made using Unreal Engine 5, which seems to be a selling point. Dragonwilds drops you into Ashenfall, which is a forgotten continent of the world of Guylanar. Unfortunately, dragons have awoken in this new place, and it's up to you to slay the Dragon Queen. The game can either be played solo or with up to 3 friends. And I know you're worried about it, so I'm here to tell you that this game will let you chop down all the trees that you want. While the game shows fighting scenes, it's also very much the crafting sim survival game that RuneScape was, or is. RuneScape Dragonwilds currently is in its alpha stages now, but Jagex promises that the early access version of the game will be on Steam come this spring. Remember last year when Palworld's April Fool's joke was a dating sim? Well, it's back and may not be a joke this time. Here's what happened. Last year for April Fool's Day, or rather the day before, Palworld's official Twitter account released a trailer titled Palworld, More Than Just Pals, where it said that you could fall in love with your pals or dismantle and eat them. The team also put the April Fool's hashtag on there so we could all tell that it was a joke. Fast forward to March 31st this year, and the team retweeted the same thing from last year, along with dropping a new trailer saying that this game is in development. The tweet also has a link to the Steam listing for the game. Guys, I think this might be a real thing. To be fair, the trailers and cryptic tweets pale in comparison to some of the fan fiction and art that's been released, so there's definitely players that will undoubtedly enjoy this game if and when it's released. Unlike the original game, this one would be more of like a visual novel, although I'm sure eager beavers could definitely find some mods to create your own adventure in the official game. Unfortunately for those beavers, even though Pocket World does have the game listed in Steam, the listing only states that the title's release date is to be announced, if this is a real thing. Which is exactly why April Fool's Day is literally the worst. H&M announced it is using AI-generated twins of its paid models for advertising. Here's what you need to know. Last week, the fashion retailer H&M said it was drawing up contracts for 40 of their paid models such that they could be digital twins of their likeness using AI. These AI doppelgangers could then be used in social media posts or other marketing campaigns used by the company. H&M stated that it's still committed to a human-centric approach, and that even though it is utilizing AI, the contracts they're working with the models on would see them paid the same as if they were in the ad themselves. They've also stated that they would use a watermark on content which has the AI twins in them, so consumers of the media would be able to tell the difference. Unsurprising to anybody, this is generating a lot of waves in the industry, with the General Secretary of Trade Union Equity, Paul Fleming, stated that while the union supports this initiative of a paid contract with models, there needs to be more support in the likes of union agreements, legislation, and other AI protections put in place before more companies make this the norm. On one hand, it gives the models the freedom to book other gigs while having regular residuals for their likeness. It also allows companies to cut costs of production, sets, time, and logistics, but this could be a slippery slope to companies slowly chipping away at models over time. And while H&M is being good stewards for the models, there are other companies that are forcing their models to sign unfair contracts with no path of ownership or compensation, since there are no rules in place to protect these artists. And finally, Nintendo had a big Switch 2 Direct yesterday. Here's everything they covered. Nintendo has already blessed us with their March Direct on the 27th, which brought new content for Pokemon Legends ZA, Metroid 4, Tamagotchi Life, and the Virtual Game Card, which is basically Nintendo showing us how we'll be able to use our old Switches when the second one comes out in June. Oh, they also decided to release a news app called Nintendo Today, which will just drop little bite-sized pieces of news throughout the week. Like the day after it was released, they decided to just drop the giant chalice on us with the announcement that the live-action Zelda movie is coming in 2026. So that's cool. There's a ton they covered in this hour-long direct, which mostly covered the console itself. But enough edging you. Here's everything you need to know about Nintendo Switch 2 Direct in 1 minute. The Switch 2 releases June 5th for $449 with pre-order starting April 9th. It will have 4K 120fps and HDR support when it's docked and will be 1080p in handheld mode with a 7.9-inch LCD screen. The Joy-Cons will be magnetic, which snap into place. They also feature mouse capabilities. The C button is for game chat. The controllers will feature a noise-canceling mic and let you stream other players' screens under your own, and there will be a video cam attachment sold separately. The Switch 2 will also let you invite others to play online with you while only having one copy of the game. Compatible Switch titles will be able to play it on Switch 2 since the game cartridge is the same dimensions. There will also be Switch 2 editions on certain games, which is basically Nintendo trying to get you to pay a little more for the games you already own, just to upscale them a little bit. The Switch 2 also lets you play GameCube games with an online expansion pass. They're releasing a Switch 2 Pro controller as well as Nintendo GameCube controller with the new C button. There are so many games coming out for the Switch 2 like Mario Kart World, Mario Party Jamboree, Ugly Donkey Kong Bonanza, Kirby Air Riders, Elden Ring, The Dust Bloods, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, and so many more. Oh hey, it's Sam from the future. So while I was editing and processing this video, Nintendo has made a statement that says based on the tariffs that are now released in the US against Japan and other countries, they now have to reassess when the pre-orders are going to be for the Switch 2. So no longer is it going to be April 9th. There's no date confirmed right now. So they said that they were still going to keep the launch date as June 5th. That has not changed. However, they just need to figure out what that means as far as the Switch 2 orders. There could be potentially a price increase. We don't know yet. We don't know. Maybe they're waiting that, hopefully these tariffs will kind of just like blow over and finally will not be in this hellscape that we're in right now. But yeah, so right now there's no pre-orders. I will let you know as soon as we know more. Back to you, Sam. Nintendo said that invitation for those that pre-order on Nintendo's website will go out on May 8th, which are prioritized on a first-come, first-served basis to registrants who have purchased a Nintendo Online membership with a minimum of 12 months paid membership and at least 50 hours of total gameplay as of April 2nd. That's about all I have for now. I missed last weekend's edition since I once again caught COVID, but make sure to like and subscribe to the channel because I will see you back here this Saturday for some more tech tea.